All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, let's really get ready to rock and roll and get into this one. You know, how you doing out there, ladies and gentlemen? I am Coach Corey, and I am hosting the WWE podcast. This is our second one. Make sure you share, like, recommend us to your family and your friends. We are on Apple, Spotify, Instagram, Facebook, any other type of platform you can think of, you name it. We out there. We're going to be talking about anything and everything that's going on in WWE and current events that's going on in WWE. So we just going to, real quick, we're going to have everybody introduce themselves. And from there, we get started. We start up over here to my left.
Hey, my name is Alexis. I was on the last one we did, aka Lex.
Yeah, don't worry about that. She crazy, but you know what I'm saying. That's how it is when you're married. And gentleman right here.
Right here, you got the homeboy, Mr. Greatness, Mr. Belts himself, Cleo. Huge WWE fan. Started because I watched my uncle growing up. He was a Goldberg fan, and I wanted to be like my uncle. And I became extremely into WWE. So as the years went on, I kind of stopped, took a push back. And then my brother in Christ, he came out of nowhere. He a fanatic like me, but he know dates, times, history, historical value, all of that stuff. He knows. So he got me back into it. And before he knew it, I became bigger than him. So when we go into the events, I'm paying $1,000 for front seats, $400 for front seats, $2,000 for front seats. And he was like, man, dude, I got you back into it. Now you're doing more than me. So that's who I am, Clee, with the belts.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. So just like that, I mean, for me, I've been watching wrestling since the 80s. Like I said, I took a break. Like once I graduated high school, I followed it all the way up to about 2003. And then after that, I just fell off, stopped. I didn't get back into it until I met my wife back in 2008. And then from there, I got heavily involved, but not as heavily involved as she is into it. You know, I got my favorite wrestlers who I like and who I don't like and anything else. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? Good. So right now we're going to get started here. And one of the first topics we're going to talk about is the Hall of Fame inductees.
Oh,
so man. Right now on the docket we got, is it Michelle McCool? And we have just been announced national, what was
the
it?
Natural disasters had just now been introduced into the Hall of Fame.
And then who else we got on that, baby?
We got Michelle McCool. And we got Lex Luger, and we got Triple H.
Triple H himself, the man.
So, out of those four, who do you think that's really the say maybe like most deserving, or who you think shouldn't been in there right now, and there's somebody that should have got over them?
They all put their due diligence in. They all put their work in. You cannot discredit the impact that each and every individual has done. I can't say Michelle McCool is the not deserving, but of the list of the caliber that's placed in front of us, she's the least out of all of them. However, we cannot deny. I don't care what they call this, the Netflix era. This is still the Triple H era.
Right.
Triple H is doing what Vince McMahon failed to do. Am I allowed to say his name?
No, it's okay.
Okay. What he failed to do too many times. So we see the impact and we see the difference. It's easy to compare and contrast the two with the Vince McMahon movement and the Triple H movement. So I'm definitely going to have to give it to Triple H. He is the number one top pick, and I'm so happy that he got this inductee.
Okay. Babe?
I would have thought that, like, as far as the tag team, I would have thought they probably put in Demolition before the Natural Disasters. And because Demolition, I remember back in the 80s, they were to be reckoned with. I would think they would probably be better off. I wouldn't say the Natural Disasters is not deserving because they were. Like, I remember Earthquake and I remember Typhoon. Well, he was Tugboat first before he did Typhoon. And I can remember that both of them have many times as many characters because that wasn't their only characters there or even in WCW. So they have been performing for many, many years. So, and unfortunately, one of them passed away, which was Earthquake. And I think he should have got that a long time ago, honestly. Because they put other people in there that I felt that shouldn't be. But to bounce off of Cleo, like Michelle McCool, yeah, at that time, because the Divas wasn't really performing during that time. And during that time, it was her and Layla, and they were performing and they were actually doing.
Yes.
But for me, my opinion, China should have been in there. And because she did more for the women, starting from the Attitude Era on the way up. She was doing stuff that women wasn't even doing. And they need to give her her flowers. She needs, just by herself. They put her in as DX, but they need to put her in by herself. She was the first woman to enter the Royal Rumble. She was the first woman to win the Intercontinental Championship. She was the first woman to be wrestling the men. And Beth Phoenix was the second to enter the Royal Rumble and do whatever, but she was the first. She was the ninth wonder of the world. I mean, why would they not give her that? So I'm not knocking Michelle McCool. She should be in there because during that time, she put it on there. She actually wrestled. She wasn't just one of the divas that was always posing or whatever. She actually wrestled. So I think she's deserving of it as well. That's just my opinion.
Well, to piggyback off everything y'all just said. I mean, for me, I wasn't a big Michelle McCool fan. I mean, she was okay in the ring. To me, far as Triple H, yeah, well deserved. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's Triple H, man.
Triple
I mean,
H.
think about so much that he's done.
He kept DX going.
Exactly. Lex Luger, on the other hand, I mean, he's deserving, but it's kind of like, for me, it's kind of like one of those kind of balancing things because you was on WCW. That's why I first seen him. And then you came to the WWE, had a short, maybe 2, maybe 3-year run there.
That was Vince mostly.
Then you left there. Then you went back to the WCW, and to me, when I watched WCW, I was looking like, oh, Lex Luger. I was like, he didn't have maybe like what to say is that the it factor to me, looking like, okay, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then the tag team, I thought that Demolition, like, man, if I looked at a tag team, I was like, Demolition, because every time when I seen them, it was the Hart Foundation wrestling them, the Killer Bees wrestling, British Bulldogs wrestling. And I was like, and they put on a show. You know what I'm saying? They made it cool. And I'm not taking anything away from the national disasters, anything like that. But it's like, yeah, they good, but I didn't see that big. I seen the impact, but I didn't see a bigger impact as Demolition is. You know what I'm saying? So, that's that. But so we got what? There's 4 people. Normally they always have 5, right? Mm-hmm. So who you think might be that 5th person that might be inducted into the Hall of Fame next?
Before I answer that, I want to say my Lex Luger, like you said, he didn't have the it factor. He was not a mouthpiece. Most faces of the company, they have those trifectas.
Yeah.
They have the mouthpiece, they have the look, and they have the drive. Lex Luger only had the look.
Exactly. I can agree with that.
But I will say this, my first ever match watching was when Lex Luger got off the plane. He walked down that ramp. He picked up Yokozuna and he slammed him.
Yeah.
That was my first time ever watching.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I was as a kid, I'm like, oh my goodness, this is awesome. So it was amazing to see that. So believe it or not, I don't know why, but I think they might give it to John Cena.
You think?
I think they will slide it and just surprise us and give it to him. The dude is he did a double impact. He came in recently as a babyface, as the face of the company, and now he's the heel.
Right.
How do you do 2 and 1 in the same year?
Yeah.
And now he's going out as a retiring. So it's possible that they can give him his roses early.
Okay. But
it's really hard to say because I'm trying to think back because I think it would be somebody that has long retired because usually I always put somebody in there who's probably been retired for some years, like a long time.
Don't they normally do like a tag tag team. Somebody that's long been retired.
They do a female.
A female.
Rey Mysterio is the only exception.
Yeah, and then they do somebody that's kind of like maybe brought something to the WWE, like outside.
Yeah.
So I guess the question is, who you think that might be that celebrity that they might put in?
I wouldn't be surprised to be Pat McAfee. Probably later.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was what's the Spanish guy name? Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny did a lot.
He's too current, I think. Because
Oh,
he was
I
only
can see
introduced maybe a year or two ago. So
Yeah.
it might be too soon.
I can see that.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't really because they put Snoop in
That's what I was
already,
gonna
right?
say.
Unless
I was about to say
they
that.
might even do Jon Stewart.
Oh yeah, Jon Stewart did have something going on in the WWE at one point in time. So you know,
Agreed.
I mean, who knows? But Snoop is in,
Snoop
right?
is
Snoop is
definitely-
already in there.
Yeah, he in there.
He
Okay.
is? That's right.
Yeah, he in
They
there.
inducted him a few years ago.
Okay.
That dude is in everything.
Yeah, it's like, where isn't Snoop?
Right.
All right. Well, moving right along here. Let's get some flowers to the Street Profits for
Come
winning
on.
the tag team titles. You know what I'm saying?
About
Yes.
time.
About time.
4 years.
4 years, man. Why do y'all think it took so long for them to get the tag team titles back?
Oh, that's easy because at first they started individually. And then you see where the Hurt Business started to form.
Yeah.
And then you see that faction ended as a result of him going to another brand. And I think that could have took off because they was trying to build something with them and have them with all three of them would go. So I think that could have took off. However, Bobby Lashley ended up doing his thing, splitting and going to the new brand. And now we have them. They was left on pause. So it was play, it was stop, and then it was play again, and it was pause. So they had no other choice but to try to do something.
Yeah.
So I think that's what happened with the Hurt Business with Bobby Lashley trying to integrate them with his movement, and then he just leaves. So
Yeah. Him and MVP.
yes,
Yeah.
I think they were trying to make Montez a singles person. Try to have him.
believe?
Yeah, because at the beginning they had him going for titles. Like I think it was the Intercontinental first time around. The world title, I forgot who it was at the time. I think they was trying to see what it would be like, because believe it or not, I do like the Street Profits, but Montez Ford is like overall the entertainment.
yeah, he is.
He is entertainment. So they're like, what would he be like as a singles competitor? I even thought they might do something with his wife, them two.
Yeah,
Might have did something.
Hey.
And imagine that. And then that would have been like the first black couple to win the championship. I don't know if they were going that route. I'm not sure. But with Tez, but now we got the other one speaking now. So now everybody's speaking. So like, okay, well, let's put y'all back together again and see how that's rolling. And now with all these tag teams now forming, I think now they got all this dilemma going on. Everybody teaming up, coming back, leaving, coming back, putting all these people together. Because truth be told, also, it's been the same people winning the tag team champs. Some have been holding it longer than they should. So I think, why not? Because right now they the thing that's popping right now.
that's true.
Yeah.
So why not give it back to them?
Right. I ain't gonna lie. The way they come out, their interest, man, it's cool because Montez, you gotta remember, Montez does make an interest with
He
the
does.
red cup, but then the way he come out dancing and everything else.
And they changed their music up, so now
Right.
they really coming out.
And we know, like from my wife, she says that Bianca designs his
clothes,
outfits,
yeah.
his clothes. I
She
was
does
like,
her own too.
Yeah.
that's pretty cool, man. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, to see that and to see the flair, because like for me, as a fan, first of all, like you said, that triple fact. First of all, if you got the look, I'm like, okay, the look is gonna get me in. Now, if your interest is on point, I'm like, all right.
Yes.
But then once you get in that ring and you show what you can do, I'm looking like, But then once you get on that mic, and I'm like, okay, because when he talk on the mic, it's so funny and interest. And then on top of that, you think about the reality show that him and Bianca had for a little hot second, and I had laughing. But it say about time that they got it back, and I just hope that they don't end up decided okay they had for maybe what 2-3 months, then poof, that's it.
Yeah,
I don't want that because we know how the WWE can be.
Yeah, we do.
You know what I'm saying? You can have a good reign here for a second because it's like they want to see what you gonna do and see how the crowd is gonna, like The Rock to say, what's gonna be that pop? You know what I'm saying? And if you got that it factor and they okay, like all right, we got to keep this going some way somehow. So now I'm trying to figure out who. No, I already kind of figured out who's gonna be trying to come after the tag team titles. What we got? Motor Machine.
Machine Gun.
Motor Machine Gun. That's going out there.
I don't want to hear nothing about no Pretty Deadly, man. I don't even like them.
Well,
cats.
they supposed to be taking them on for the tag team titles.
Really?
Well, you got to do the line thing.
Oh boy.
But that's going back to what y'all saying about Triple H, which makes it good because he actually is giving his talent a chance. He's even moving them from NXT, bringing them on up. Now you got this LFG going on, and then you got Evolve. You got all these shows going on, and he's bringing up all this young new talent out here because we want to. Because people after a while will get tired. Why is this person still a champ? Why this person keep becoming a champ? You know, after a while that gets stale.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that will turn people off. So why not give this person an opportunity? But I know they got to sell it too. They got to, hey, or give them ideas and say, hey. And they're like, okay, well, let's give it a try and see.
Triple H said at the press conference, he said, nobody's spot is guaranteed. He said, everybody's spot is expendable. He said, if you come out and you come killing it, you show you want it, you showing that you want this and you got it, it's yours. He said, but at any given moment, it can slip away because somebody else could step up. So he said, everybody's expendable.
Yep.
Okay, that mean that you willing to give certain people shots?
Yeah.
Just because of how, like you say, they killing it out there in the crowd, and then they're gaining momentum.
Just like Jay Uso.
Yeah,
What's going on with him?
Yeah,
he's been there as long as he have, and now look at him now.
We don't want to jump ahead because I know we're gonna talk about him. Right?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about Jay. You know what I'm saying? But so that's the thing on the tag team champs. You know what I'm saying?
I do believe Montez. They need to go back out into the crowd how they used to, and they used to wave their hands.
Yeah,
I think they need to get back into the crowd.
You think so?
When they come out, yes.
Yeah, because right now they kind of like on that teeter between heel and baby face, which is cool. Because you don't know which way they gonna go.
But that's the cool part. That let the crowd decide.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because take it back to the Attitude Era. Remember with Stone Cold, he was not considered a bad guy, really a good guy. He was just himself,
right? Yeah.
And everybody
a vigilante,
right?
And everybody, no matter who you were, everybody liked him. Rock, same thing.
Yeah,
when he came out, same thing.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I love about it. So next thing, like say, man, these next two is like I'm a big fan of them.
Okay,
when do you think Becky Lynch is gonna make a return? And my wife know one of my biggest. I'm a big fan of her, Oscar. Like, when is she gonna return, man? Like, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the Irish lash kicker, the man, Becky Lynch, to come back. Because honestly, I told my wife, you got this chick that I cannot stand, Chelsea Green, with this belt, and I can't stand her. I don't like her. I don't like her persona. I don't like any of it. I know it's just a character, but I don't like it. But when do you think you're gonna see Becky Lynch come back? When do you think you're gonna see Oscar come back?
Becky, because she's doing all her stuff. Matter of fact, she's about to be in Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, part 2.
Yeah. Okay.
So she's doing that. She's doing all these TV shows, everything. So hers is going to be a surprise, just like it was when she came back after she had the baby. I'm thinking it's going to be when you least expect it, when she's going to come back. Because she is signed. She'll be back.
Right.
Just don't know when. Oscar, I know she's still injured. And because she had a real bad knee injury.
Right.
So that's another one. Just like how she came back before. Just boom.
Yeah.
I know it. Yeah. That's what I think.
So you give it what? You think before the year is out? or the next biggest?
Well, it's going to have to be at a big event
You think?
or something, or one of the pay-per-view events, I believe.
Okay.
They'll make their comebacks.
I don't want to see Becky.
No?
I don't want to see the man.
What?
I seen enough of her when she was here. She is. You know how they call him a ball hog?
Yeah.
She is a show hog. She would come out there on the men's segment, women's segment, many people segment. She don't care. I'm Becky'd out. I want her to chill. Take your time. Becky. Take your time. No rush. Here, read my words. No rush. So that's where I'm at with Becky. Well, Oscar, actually, I think it's gonna be soon. Because we have a chance to see something different. Look who's a women's champion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
2 Orientals going at it. So I think it could be sooner than we can expect.
Yeah.
As a result of that one factor right there. So I think it could be soon so that they could see 2 of the same go at it.
Well,
Yeah,
that match had already happened, and it was a very good match.
I agree.
It was a very, because you didn't know which way it was going to go.
So when Oscar come back, do you think, because she truly is the Empress of Tomorrow.
She is.
Do you think she gonna come back as like when she first came in, or that second time she came back, or now she gonna completely change something up and still be that Empress of Tomorrow? Because when she come back, it's always some new, some different, but she still got that same music, and it's just like
That's not the same music.
Yeah,
but
it's a little bit more gloomy now.
Yeah, but I believe she probably might change it up again.
think so.
I mean, she'll come up with another character possibly. Because I think Shinsuke did that.
Yes.
Yeah, she like to me, Oscar's like a chameleon, man. She can come out and it's just, I don't know.
She's hilarious though.
Right.
She's very funny.
Yeah, because I think I can remember the first time I seen her wrestling, and I'm sitting here like, I asked my wife, I was like, who's this chick in the ring? And she's like, oh, that's Oscar. I was like, man, she good in the ring. And then I seen the interest in that, and from there I was just like, okay, you got me. I'm hooked. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. And then when she talking on the mic and she talking in English, and then she take from English to Japanese, that'd be the most funniest thing ever. Because I'll be looking like, okay, Oscar, they don't know what you're saying, but
They understand what she's saying.
You think so?
Oh, I know for a fact they understand what she's saying.
Oh wow, man.
They do, because even some of the women like, okay, I know where you're going with this, so let me take you.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So-
At the end of the day, she said nobody is ready for Oscar. So
And-
at the end of the day, that's what we know what she getting at.
Right.
And they're not.
So you really Becky'd out.
I'm Becky'd out, bro. If I could hashtag that, Becky'd out, I will wear it as a t-shirt. And it again, she overdid her publishing time. For me, just in my opinion. I look at the previous Becky and I look at the Becky now. The Becky back then, she used to interact with the crowd. The Becky now, she's so manly and so manned up. She walked down the middle of the aisle, don't shake nobody's hand, none of that. However, I do give her roses and her credit. After she got her nose broken by Nia Jax, at the end of that show, she gave that speech, and I was like, whoa, she touched my heart. I didn't know she had that in her. It was something penetrated her heart that made her voice that type of emotion that day. I've never seen her in that capacity. So if I could have a more emotional, a more in touch Becky, I would like to see that. So I think she will have to come back different in order for me to embrace it.
I can understand it.
You can see that.
Yeah, because if you look at the beginning where, she was the underdog, and it was more like she was forgotten. And let me tell you how forgotten she was. It was that time that Charlotte, Sasha Banks, and her, they all had a triple threat match.
Right.
And they came out with these dolls. They only made one for Charlotte. They only made one for Sasha. They didn't make one for Becky. That's just how forgotten that she was. She's like, wait a minute, I was in that match too. Why they get dolls? I don't get anything. And when, like you said, those got broke, that's when it took off for her. She called herself the man. It took off from there. And from that point, It was just always, she was always in the main event, and then she won the 2 belts.
Becky 2 belts.
Yes, sir.
And
Becky
then
2 belts.
it took off from there. Then it was just Becky here, Becky there, here, Becky there, Becky everywhere.
Talk
Becky
about
there.
it.
So I could understand, and even when after she had the baby, and then she came back.
Yes.
And,
Smaller.
Yeah, she did come back small.
Smaller.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. I was even saying like, eat a sandwich or 2. It was just that was too small.
Feed the models.
Yeah, because she had the time to get back into shape, but even when Alexa Bliss came back, she wasn't that small. But I understand everything with that and how that could get, like I was saying earlier, how that could get played out, because she's always in the main event, always here, always there. Every promotion, she's right there. Everything they're doing, she's right here. And now she had a book out. Now she's selling the book. Now she's here. Now she's on the TV show. So it's almost like, I get what he's saying. It's like, okay, I'm not watching wrestling. I'm watching another show. Oh, there she is.
There she goes.
Oh, and then I'm watching a movie. Oh, there she is.
And just speaking on Becky, y'all just made me think about something. You know what I'm saying? And this is just kind of like going off the little radar here a little bit, because I know she's doing the whole thing with the Happy Gilmore too and whatnot. And you know how we got Disney doing a whole thing of like these live action princess movies. I wouldn't be too surprised.
Oh my goodness!
If Disney came and like, we want you to play the princess in Brave.
At that point, I would throw my Timberland boot at the TV.
Okay, I'm like, okay, first of all, wasn't she Scottish?
But she could pass for the Brave lady.
Yeah, she could pass for it though, man.
Well, I don't know if because I don't know how people would get offended if they'd be like, well, she's Irish. Why is she playing the Scottish?
Yeah.
I don't know if they get offended by that.
Yeah.
That's just me personally. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I just saying Becky.
But it would be funny though.
Right.
Agree.
Yeah. Becky and Oscar, I'm waiting for you to come back. Okay. Mainly you, Oscar, because as I say, it's just to watch Oscar in the ring is very entertaining. To watch her come out and how she dancing and moving at this, man, is entertaining. That is one wrestler, female wrestler, that I have to see in person. And I can't be up in the nosebleeds. I need to be
down
up close and personal.
But that's what I was trying to tell you. That's why when I go, I like to feel the mist.
Yes. Yes.
Right.
You got to feel the mist.
All my tickets are front row.
All right. See? So, next on the docket, what do y'all think about this KO and Randy O feud that is going on right here?
You talk about personal? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, okay, I do it. Don't mind if I do.
Man.
Yeah.
That is so personal. Like, I mean, we've seen Cain and Abel.
Yeah.
We've seen so many factions like that where the closeness, the camaraderie was there, and they went against each other. But that was first off, it was the sneak attack of all sneak attacks. I don't think Stone Cold could have sneaked attack nobody, and he's a rattlesnake. Like, the element of surprise was like KO is definitely our modern day Stone Cold.
So wait, when did he attack him? Because I missed that. I must have been doing something, but I missed
that.
It
was a month
It was a while ago, yeah, because he put him out.
It was like last year.
He did a illegal move on him.
Oh, okay.
And messed up his neck even more,
All right.
or spine. So he showed us just how Stone Cold like he is when he did that to Randy. And after the Cody segment and Randy showed up, all you heard was, I hear voice. We was going crazy because I have wrestle parties at my house for the events. But I think what's going to happen is going to shock us all. I think we're all going to be left jaw dropped because I think Randy is out for blood. Randy is out for blood. He is not he's not giving a receipt. He is out for blood.
You think he gonna type into that Viper mentality?
Yes, he's gonna show him your rattlesnake is nothing compared to my Viper. Yes, yes.
What you got to say on that?
If this was me personally, yeah, you will be out because this guy almost ended my career. Yes. My career was already in, now you trying to put me out to the point where I can't even walk anymore.
Right.
That I'm going to be paralyzed. possibly for life. So yeah, I would be. I think he got to bring out the Viper. He gonna have to bring out the Legend Killer. He gonna have to bring out.
Yes.
He gonna have to bring them all out to get KO. Cause them initials mean what it mean. He do KO. He will knock you out. So yes, they ain't call him KO for nothing. So Randy gonna have to bring it. And then on top of that, no offense to Randy, 'cause I'm not really a Randy Orton like that fan.
Oh yeah, I know you're not. Yeah.
Not really. Because back in the day, I thought he was a little bit overrated, but hey, it is what it is. But I don't think he got too much longer. So, with that being said, he better do what he can while he can. Because I believe with that last injury before what Kevin Owens did, because that put him out almost 2 years.
Yes.
And that's serious when you dealing with your neck and your back and all of that. And even he says so himself, you know, those RKOs is messing him up. And he's not going to be able to do that for too much longer. That's just my opinion. So
I don't know, man. I mean, it's just that, man, Kevin Owens, man, when I say he got a grudge and he got beef with you, he literally got beef with you.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying? Because we seen what happened with him and Cody. And then after that, it went from him into his friend Sammy. And man, he beat the hell out of Sammy. I'm looking like
he would have really permanently if Randy Orton didn't come out.
Yes.
Man, he would. Sammy would have been done.
And then now here comes Randy Orton. Like, okay, we was just tag team here for a minute. Now it's like, you know what, man? Hey, I'm coming for you, bro. I'm like you say, forget that. Forget coming for blood, man. I'm coming for skin.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
You know what I'm saying? I'm coming for your whole entire skin,
I just
your
want
blood.
to know what voice in his head is talking now because
You
you hear
get-
them
oh,
voices.
goodness.
Yeah,
I want to know which voice, which
Right.
one.
He said, I have voices in my head. They talk to me like, yeah, which one, bro? Like, Randy, which one you you typing into that old Randy Orton? Like you said, Legend Killer?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, because, hey, man, hey, Randy is like, when he really go to that place, it's like, oh, crap.
Because he used to tear John Cena up with that kick.
Yeah.
He tore a lot of people up with that kick.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
That's like it's certain moves that you just know when you see it, when they really tap into it, it's like, oh, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. And then like, oh man, and especially what is the one when he get down on the ground and he hitting he pounding the mat. Oh, I'll be like, oh yeah. Yeah.
He ready for that RKO.
Yeah.
It's one thing. See, KO brought out an illegal move. So now I feel like the only receipt that's mandatory is for RKO to bring out that kick. You did that, that's illegal. I got to pull out something old in my arsenal. That's the only thing that's going to be receipt. Everything else, blood, skin.
You gonna see everything probably that match, man. I mean, I wonder did they ever say what type of match it was gonna be? Just a regular match?
Regular match.
Oh man,
Nah, man, that ain't.
nah, you can't do no regular match with them two, man. You got to do like
But you also know
a no DQ.
But you know there's time coming, so you know there's gonna be stipulations coming up because if they keep going at it like they are right now, they are gonna throw some stipulations in there probably later on. Like it could be a no disqualification, it could be career ender match, it could be whatever.
Ooh.
I have to put them two in hell in a cell.
That's
at
what I'm
WrestleMania.
thinking.
Hey, y'all go at it.
Yeah.
just kick that
False
at each
count
other.
anywhere.
Right, exactly, man. Ooh, yeah, because Randy, he coming. Hey, he coming, KO.
Yes, you better watch out.
Yeah, because
Them voices start talking, it's over.
right. All right. Now next here we got my man, the main event, Jay Uso versus
Yeet.
the one and only, the Ring General Gunther. How y'all think that match is gonna turn out?
It's the Ring General. What are you talking about?
Oh, come on, man.
Look.
I don't know.
They might give Jay a chance now.
Yeet. We gotta give him that. We gotta give him that shot,
See,
man.
that's the difference. They might give him a chance. That's the difference. Gunther took the chance. There's no giving. He took. When he went on that show, he said, "What's so special about you?" And she said it. He said, "That's not special. You think you aren't gonna get something because that's all you have to offer." He takes. They give. He takes. That shows you the complete difference of the league between the two. So Jimmy gonna come out. He gonna do his thing. He gonna be yeeting, and everybody else gonna be yeeting with him, and we gonna be yeeting together. But after the yeeting is done, Gunther gonna chop that boy chest up. He gonna open up his chest cavity. We gonna see his heart palpitations, and we gonna see his cardiovascular ain't that strong because he's gonna chop it out, and I'm gonna enjoy it. I love Jay. That's my guy. That's my guy. But you going against the ring general, like incomparable. The only person who I believe is on his level is Brock Lesnar, and I would love to see that match. We got Jay going against? No, I'm sorry. No. No disrespect, Jay. But you going against the ring general.
I have to disagree a little bit because I look at these underdog stories from over the years, and it's been the same. They did that with Daniel Bryan. They did that with so many others. They would say, "Oh no, you're not worthy to hold this championship." You know, when you got the whole crowd behind you. Oh no, you're not worthy. No, you're not worthy. How are you able to do this? Where Jay's like, "I'm going to show you how. I'm not just out here eating for nothing." I have been here, as he said, I've been here for 14 years. I have won countless tag team champions with my brother. It is time for me to shine. It's time for me to get out here and show what I'm capable of. Y'all haven't seen it all yet, which I think that's what he's trying to put out there. You haven't seen all of Jay. You just see me eating all the time. You see me out here dancing with y'all. You see me walking through the crowd eating with the little kids. This is what you see. But when it's time for business, it's time for business. Because you forgot that bloodline he came from. And that's what I'm looking at. They did the same thing with each and every bloodline member, from Roman Reigns to The Rock, all of them, and said, "Psst, y'all ain't worth it." And then next thing you know, I'm going to show you something. Boom. Now I'm the champ. So I believe Jay. I believe in Jay. Yeah, he might have, like you say, a fraction. But the underdogs have made the comeback.
Let's bring just a little bit of clarity to it. Jay has already lost to Gunther.
Yeah, he has.
He's already lost. It'll, like Gunther said, it'll take a miracle of a shining star for this man to shoot that far up and get the W over him. He's already lost. So it's not like it's 0-0. It's already 0-2.
But that also gives me a chance to see, okay, now I know your moves. Yeah. So I know what you're going to do before you do it now. Because you already beat me twice. So I know what you're going to do. But now I got to get clever and get above that.
Yeah. Yeah.
True.
I mean, I just want to see a really, really extremely good match. But I don't know which way I'm leaning. It's like Jay, man, like Jay, he calling himself main event Jay Uso, man. It's like,
He
you know,
do.
hey, man, because I ain't gonna lie, when he come out, man, that crowd be so hyped. Like I said, I need to be in the crowd eating. I need to be in the crowd waving my hands, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we going to keep hope alive.
You know what I'm saying? Hell, hey, you know what I'm saying? I told my wife at one point in time, I remember, when Jay had came out, and I was finna stand up in the bed and get to eating. She was like, "Yeah, bet not."
You finna get on the bed.
I was finna start. She's like, "You're back. You better not even do it." Because I was finna do the Pat McAfee. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When, you know, when he come out, he be standing up. I'll be like, "Man, damn," but it's Jay. But hey,
You better stay on that floor and eat.
hey,
when you do sit on the bed, call me so I can see it. I need to be there.
and hey, and Gunther, how does he say it, babe? The ring.
I don't have that accent, so I'm
I'm
not gonna mess it up.
So Gunther though, man, it's like he got that next gear, man. Like you say, it's just that take mentality, that take attitude. Like, you know what? I'm finna take it. You not getting this. I'm going to take it. I'm not gonna earn it. I'm coming in your crib. I'm taking all your shit.
Yeah.
All of it. Everything. I'm busting in your fucking damn door down. I'm taking every damn thing. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I'm even taking the damn dog on the way out. Like,
Oh, boy.
you just gonna leave me with an empty crib. Like, everything. Like, hell, like, you know what I'm saying? He gonna probably take your damn house foundation. That's how he is, man. And it's like, could you just remember that he was, 300
Yes. Yeah.
pounds at one point in time?
He was huge.
Yes.
And he went from Walter to
Gunther.
And when he went there, man, and that Imperium, I was like, okay, this dude different. And that's when I told my wife at one point in time, I was like, it's a matter of time before he holding that actual real WWE championship belt. I mean, the actual one. It's a matter of time before he has it, man.
Well, you have to look at his stats too, because in NXT he held the title
Yes.
for a long
Yeah.
time,
Yes.
over almost 2-3 years. And then the Intercontinental he held for over 666 days.
Yep.
And now, how long he's been champ now? It's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
It's been over a year,
I don't
probably
know,
almost
man.
2 years now.
He coming, man. He just got that it factor. He's that next big mega star, if you really think about it. I mean, and the way Triple H is pushing him, man, I'm like, dude, like,
Because he just about defeated everybody
Yeah.
and no help.
Yeah,
he did it
but-
all by himself.
right. But Jay, like you say, Jay, hey, man, dude, I am pulling for you, Jay. I would love to see you get that belt and hold it one good time, but I don't know, Jay, man. This is an intaskable, movable object, bro. You better bring the whole damn entire bloodline with you.
Oh.
I'm talking about not just from Roman. I'm talking about all the
of
way
them.
back. Everybody better bring your pop.
No, bring the ancestors. Bring it.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Oh, yeah.
you gonna need it. You gonna need it, man. That is gonna be. Did they set the match? Are they wrestling on day 1 or day 2? We don't know just yet.
We won't
No,
know
we don't know.
because they still making matches.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's you got Gunther told Cody, he said, you're at every signing, you're at every booking. He said, you're at every TV show. He said, I don't do none of that. He said, I'm the champion and I go home. I said, what Brock-like mentality is that? I said, we need that. We need that Brock-like. We need that Brock versus Gunther. We need that.
All right.
I
and
don't
then let's give it up for another one of my favorite wrestlers, Miss Io Sky.
Oh, yeah.
New women's,
Queen of the Sky.
champ. You know what I'm saying? Let's give her a hand of applause on that
get
one. You
that
know
one.
what I'm saying? Miss
She
Io
deserve
Sky.
it.
She got
does.
it back. So now here's the thing. Do you believe that it's gonna be a triple threat match between Io, Bianca, and my girl, Rhea Ripley?
Yes.
Unfortunately, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yes. It was not supposed to be so. Bianca earned her spot fair and square. Should have been a 101. Rhea did what mommy does. She went mommy mode, and mommy mode don't miss.
Yeah.
How's that for the alliteration? All those M's. That's what she do. So, and I was happy that she did it, but I was like, no, not now. Bianca deserved this. I want Bianca to beast mode this. So I'm like, yeah, but no. So I do believe it's gonna be a triple threat, but I didn't want one.
Yeah. You think so?
Yeah, I think so too. Cause how the whole story, it was just so much going on with this story and so many people involved that everything just happened so quickly. Now I know this all started from when Rhea was doing this for Io's sake because she felt responsible for her losing to that spot to Liv Morgan for
Right.
the Elimination Chamber. So she felt, okay, well, I'll go ahead and give you a title shot. And they also gave a chance for Rhea because she has never beaten Io Sky.
Oh yeah.
Io has always, even from the NXT days all the way up, she has never defeated and still remains that way. So I'm thinking that was part of it on why she felt she had to get in there, but Bianca also kind of interfered in that match too, with those two going at it. So in her case, she felt that's not fair that I lost it to Io because of her interference out there. So in my opinion, it's deserving because of that. But I agree it shouldn't be those three. It should be another time. That could have been like on Raw. It could have been on SmackDown or something. Not so much as a WrestleMania event. It could have been, let Io take on Bianca. It could have been one of those matches that we would like to see those two go at it. But then Bianca also got her other thing going on too. So it's just too many stories mixed in. And all it's about is the championship. And Io's kind of like, well, you're going to acknowledge me. I won this title. Yeah. You're going to acknowledge me. Y'all not going to keep pushing me. I'm here too. And this is what y'all gunning for. You got to get through me to get this.
Right.
So remember that. And she let it be known. I am the genius of the sky.
Come on. That's true. Talk about it.
Okay. No, I will not be denied. That's her whole point. So do not sleep on Io. Io, they don't call it, like I said, they don't call it Jesus of the sky for nothing.
That's true.
Yeah.
She's very good.
She is.
Bianca's good and hard right, and so is Rhea. But I just felt like this should have been at another time, not at WrestleMania.
So you just think it should have just been Bianca and Io?
Yeah.
Agree, yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Do you think it's time for Bianca to get the title back?
Yes. It's been time for Bianca to get it back. And it's time for Bianca to go against formidable opponents. So we need to see Bianca in a different light. There's the Divas division is gone. We have women who are hitters now.
Yeah.
At men's caliber. Women are taking over main events, doing more numbers than the men in most cases. We need to see someone in that spot like Mommy, but not Mommy sometimes, doing the same thing that Mommy was doing. And Bianca is definitely one to hold up that type of flame. So yes.
I can see it, like I say, but she did put a name on that dang on contract. She came and interfered in that. It was like, hey, here go my name right here too.
Adam was like, no, that's not how you do it.
Like, no, you can't do that now. She gonna,
she gonna make a way.
But I mean, in fairness though, you think about it, it should be a triple threat because they all, except for Io, they all interfered in each other's match.
Yes.
Yeah, and they got other interference to interfere with that interference.
Exactly.
So I was like, you got so many people involved with this one championship is in the middle of all of it.
Now, I can't agree, like, having it at WrestleMania, it could have just been Io and Bianca.
True.
Now, a triple threat match like that may be possible. SummerSlam would have been good, but I don't know. And to say who gonna come out on top is, oh man, that's tough.
Yeah.
That's gonna be tough, man. You know
I really can't predict that because it could come out. Mommy could get it back. Io could retain it, or Bianca can win it.
Right.
It's so much. I just hope nobody interferes. That was all. That's always been my concern with these matches because it seemed like it should be just those three. If they gonna do that, leave it just those three and leave it there.
I believe it just might be those three, but I think it might be some interference.
There's going to be interference.
You know
I'm feeling it.
But
I'm feeling it.
It's that's gonna be a good match, man, and that's gonna be one of those matches that I know we'll be at home watching, and I'm gonna be like up and down, like, oh man, it's just too good. You can't turn away from it. You can't do anything like that. And I don't know, man. We gonna see.
We have to just wait that one out.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah,
because it's that they building that momentum. Because like I say, was that last week when she came out and signed the contract?
Yep. Yeah, because it was supposed to be just a contract signed between Bianca and Io.
Yes, it was.
And then all of a sudden, here comes Rhea again. And here Rhea, and here comes, they did the same thing with Io. They just kind of pushed her to the side because Rhea's mad at Bianca. You interfered in my match. That's why I'm not the champ no more. If it wasn't for you, I'd still be the champ. And it was supposed to be me and you, which we already seen. Rhea and Bianca.
Right. Yes, we have.
Yeah, we have. So I didn't think nobody wanted to see that again.
You know what's odd is that I forgot at one point in time, Bianca, when she was in NXT, she had a totally different interest music. I forgot all about that. Cause I remember the first time I seen her in NXT, I used to ask my wife, I was like, that chick right here good. I ain't feeling the ponytail, the long thing, but she good. But it wasn't into that match. I think and she fought with, say, Mercedes Moné.
Okay.
Yeah.
You gotta be politically correct.
She fought Mercedes Moné, and man, when she hit her, you can literally hear it. You remember that?
Yeah.
I was like, okay, yeah,
Okay, so she should know of all, and this is the creed: do not touch a black woman's hair.
yeah.
Don't do
Because that's what happened with her and Liv.
She kept pulling on that.
Boy.
Yeah,
And she whipped the crap out of her. It wasn't just one lick; it was several licks.
Man.
You do not,
touch
a black woman's hair.
That is
do not.
wow. That's amazing, man. WrestleMania is coming up on that. We gonna see what's going on there, and we gonna see, and we gonna check it out. What are y'all thinking about this Naomi and my girl Jade Cargill? this feud here, man. So wait. Let's take it back. What did you think when she came out in an Elimination Chamber match and you heard her music go off and you can see
The beeline.
you can see Naomi and you can see who was else in the ring at the time? It was
Liv Morgan.
Liv Morgan. And Liv, her face lit up like, oh, no. And the next thing you know, she straight made a beeline towards Naomi. And I ain't gonna lie, I was like, and my wife was like, see, I told you. I was like, it was too easy. I was like,
Yeah, because I had told them that for Jade to get attacked, that had to happen in-house. I didn't think that was Liv or Raquel that did that. They had to be in-house. They had to be I was saying Bianca and Naomi did it. And I kept saying that. He's like, what? I was like, so somebody did it. It had to be somebody in-house. Because all of a sudden, boom. And she came and laid her out.
wow.
Twice.
Yeah. I mean, she beelined and kicked her ass. I was like,
But Naomi got her back again
so Naomi got her back.
on SmackDown. This past Friday, yeah, she beat
So
up.
What you guys think?
I'm gonna have to say when we had a WWE event at my house and I had a whole bunch of people there. And I have to credit my homegirl Darnisha. She called it before it happened. So she was over there. We was all eating ice cream, pizza, all of it. And she was like, Cleo, here's what's gonna happen. She was like, Jay gonna come out. She gonna pretend like she gonna attack Liv, but she gonna actually attack Naomi. Step by step by step. I was like, woman, you are amazing. I got to give her credit. So, Darnisha, you get your credit. That'll be the last time I ever give you your credit. But we called it, but it was still the element of surprise. You didn't believe it until you see it. For us, seeing was believing. And because we thought she was coming at the last event, but she didn't. So it happened. I'm not a Naomi fan. I feel like she has the last fight style of a diva remaining. However, we look at Liv Morgan now. Liv, now that she switched up, she a beast to me.
Yeah.
I always loved her, but now she a beast.
Yeah.
So I love her and she a beast. Now, we can see something different.
With Naomi.
Yeah, she could become chiseled now to be a whole different type of fighter. And for me, she could finally let the diva drip off of her and she can elevate to the same fight style, beast style that most women have now in the division. So I'm not a Naomi fan, but I'm excited to see what's going to happen with this outcome.
With her turning heel.
Yeah.
I told my wife.
But I wouldn't be surprised if Bianca turned heel too.
Yeah, that's what I told my wife.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, that's what I told my wife. And I was like, I believe Bianca still got more to do with this than anybody else think.
Because the story. I don't think the story's over.
Right. Break this down for me because I never heard this perspective. Go ahead.
No, see, from my perspective, because I broke it down to him. Okay. Now it's easy to say the outsiders could have done something, but usually, you know those saying, keep your enemies close, friends close, enemies closer.
Right.
Why not? I befriended, and Naomi already spilled her guts as to why she doesn't like Jade.
Right.
So with Bianca, because I'm thinking from her standpoint, I mean, think about it. If you watch them when they came out, you know, they always came out on their separate music. They never came out together. Well, actually, all of them did that. But it was just a matter with when Bianca came out, you know, it was bubbly and all this stuff. And then Jade came out, it was like X-Men, Storm, and all of this. And it's like the crowd went wild every time she was in it. Probably more so than they did Bianca a little bit. So if you look at Bianca's standpoint, she might feel almost like Naomi did. You, this outsider that just came in here, you've been here a short period of time, and you now getting this push. You got pushed to the main event. You got pushed to the tag team titles. You got pushed to all this. Something that had to go from NXT all the way up. Naomi, development, there, all the way up. I had to fight to get to this point. And here you are coming from another brand, and automatically, boom, you right on top. You up here. You this one.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you get upset?
Like I say, that's why I said, I told my wife. She broke it down to me, but before she broke it down to me, did I not tell you? I was like, I think it's still more to the story. I was like, something else missing, because it was at that time when Naomi literally came out to Bianca and like literally spilled out and say, yeah, it was me. I did this and that. And the way Jay looked at Bianca, that too a clue right me. It's like one of those, hey, I know when you know how you, hey, come on. We know when black women look at me and like, okay, look, that's your girl. She messed up. But come on. You mean to tell me you didn't know? Almost like, please.
Like she never high-fived her. They never hugged. They never embraced.
It wasn't like
it was never like they were when they first was out there together.
It was never one of those like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, my fault. I didn't know anything about it. Yeah, we good.
No, she looking her up and down like that.
Like I'm coming for you next.
Yep. Not so much as I'm coming for you next, but it's just like, you had to have known something.
Exactly.
Because how this woman jumped me and you didn't have a clue? At no type of clue?
Yeah.
At all?
Yeah. I would love to see that. From that vantage point that y'all just explained, I never thought to consider that. I would love to see it unfold from that vantage point.
I mean, because think about it. If they both go heel, it's like you've never seen Bianca heel. Like, what is that going to be, that extra added layer to it? I mean, think about it like with what's Bailey. Remember when Bailey took away that huggable, lovable? All of a sudden, Bailey went to a whole nother level. I'm like, alrighty then. Like, okay. All right, Bailey.
Yeah.
I got to give you credit. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. And like you said, I want to see this whole thing with Naomi. I want to see that diva-ness. I want to all that come off to you. Get into the new style of the way these women are out here wrestling right now.
Yes.
Because, honestly, if you don't,
because I don't think they're gonna keep her around too much longer. Because you know she hasn't been in many matches up until this point.
Yep.
Like, cause I told my wife, I was like, the one female wrestler that I definitely want to see moved up to the main roster, even though, well, it's two of them that I'm not a big fan of hers, but I like how she wrestles in the ring. Is for one, Roxanne Perez.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they're gonna move her up.
And then my girl, Lash Legend.
Oh
yeah.
Those are two beasts, bro. What are you talking about? Yeah,
I'm like,
beasts.
I was like, I was just because I remember when I first seen her, I was like, she a wrestler now? And my wife was like, yeah. She's like, what y'all? Yeah. Like, she used to hoop. She was a hooper. She used to play basketball. I'm like, what? And I'm like, because the first time I seen her was her and my girl Nikita Lyons.
Yeah.
Man, if Nikita just stop getting Nikita, I love you. Please stop getting hurt, baby.
Please stop getting hurt.
Because when she in the ring,
beast.
Right. No, but that, so, back to where we was at, I think that this is gonna be good for Naomi. And now we want to see that mentality really come out of you. Like that whole, like you say, I mean, think of it like say, that mommy thing, because when everybody started calling Rhea mommy, it was like, oh shit. Like,
yeah.
And look how she took off, and she was just being herself.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And she
went to a whole nother gear, like.
When she joined the Judgment Day?
Yes.
Yeah. And then it was like, she was running the fucking Judgment Day.
She really was.
You know what I'm saying? Dominic was like, mommy. I was like, okay. So I want to see that for Naomi. Like, okay, Naomi, let's see something. Let's get rid of the amazing stuff. Let's get rid of the glow. Let's get rid of all that. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta go.
Let's see it now.
Let's put danger.
Come on.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Get you some custom Jordans.
You better go talk to your brother-in-law, Jimmy, and get one of them banging intros. Because his intro is, you know what, now that I think about it, his is better than
I keep
Jay's.
telling you.
Hey, that
Y'all didn't know that?
No, I was telling him that Jimmy's was better than Jay's.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, it's not.
I said Jay's was better, but once I started listening to Jimmy's, I was like, okay.
Like when it started off, when you hear that, like, come on.
It throws you off.
Yeah.
But just like Jacob's is better than.
Oh, Jacob Fatu?
Yeah, his is better than.
And Solos.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to see where that's going to go with, with that.
Stay tuned.
With that saga there. Next we got on the docket the one and only Miss Tiffy Time.
Tiffy Time. Yeah.
And the queen of queens, Miss Charlotte Flair.
Woo!
Woo! Every day.
How y'all think that match is going to end up turning out there?
I like what they're doing right now. They are really selling this match.
Yes.
Every week, every time. If one is wrestling, one coming in, interfering in that match. Vice versa. They letting it be known. It is Tiffy time and Queen time. They are letting everybody know, hey, it's time. But as far as that match go, I might have to give it to Tiffy. Because, the Queen has ruled for a very long time. And I like the Queen. I love the Queen. They gave her that name and it fits. But Tiffy from NXT on up has been proving herself.
Yeah.
She is a good wrestler back then. Now, I believe she got the crowd behind her too.
Yes.
Everybody know it's Tiffy time.
Right.
And I believe it's going to be Tiffy time.
I told my wife, I was like, my boy Dame Dollar need to go on and, get that marketed. Hey, can't nobody else use this, because when she started using it, I was looking like, man, I don't want to hear about no dang on Tiffy time. And she do the same thing he be. I was like, you watch NBA basketball or something? Because Dame Dollar do that. When he get heated up, he be like, it's Dame time. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, come on, but it works for her.
It does.
It is good. And I actually said this, I was like, I believe that Charlotte was going to end up choosing her because she needs this push. She needs that good quality opponent that's going to make her look good in the ring, that's going to take her to that next level. Yes. And if you can beat her in a good match, that's going to shoot you up even more. So I'm like, I don't know how the match is going to play out, to be honest with you. My wife said they've been going back at it like
since Charlotte picked her, back and forth and back. Just like last week, the Miz TV, he's trying to do his segment. They interfered. They came out after they pushed him to the back. Okay, it's Miz TV time. He's like, no, it's not. It is Tiffy time.
Yeah, right.
And they started fighting right then and there. They didn't even have Miz TV because they were fighting.
I'm gonna have to give it to the Queen. The reason being is we all know her accolades. She is top tier. Nobody's accolades, female wise, is second to her. Everybody's second to her.
How many times she won the title?
15.
Ooh.
She's at 15.
Ooh.
So everybody is second to her. When Tiffy won the title, she won it. Giving her credit, her due diligence. She won it. But she won it from the suitcase.
True.
She won it from a suitcase. The queen has won it every time on her own because she is who she is. Not because of her name, but because of her talent. So to go against a suitcase win
briefcase, money in the bank
versus full talent winning every single time, the Richter scale tips.
Yeah.
And it's not even. So I have to give it to the queen. I'm amazed how personal it's getting and how insinuated it's getting. It's getting elevated to the next level every time. Every show, like she said, it keeps growing and growing, getting heightened. I'm amazed that it got that part. I thought the competitive competition was going to be there, but no, it's getting personal. So that's going to make it that much more entertaining. However, I'm giving it to the queen.
Yeah. You think anybody going to interfere in that match?
I mean, it could. Yeah. Because you still got Nia Jackson to win.
Oh, I forgot about that element.
Because, Nia's not too happy.
Yeah, she not. And you know what? I'm a take it back to Io, Rhea, and Bianca. Mm-hmm. I'm going to call it here right, ladies and gentlemen. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't care.
We got an exclusive.
I wouldn't be too surprised if Jade came out. It wouldn't surprise me. Because like I said, that story is not quite finished and we don't know the ending.
I'm interested in what your wife got to say.
We don't know the ending. What I'm saying is she may either come out and interfere, or if she don't come out and interfere, and let's say Bianca wins that, everybody want to see that match. Everybody been glamoring for this match. So yeah. I'm just saying, we don't know.
Well, you could have a point because, like I said, there's a lot of people involved with all this. Everybody from each ending interfering with that. So it's a possibility that Jay could come down. Naomi could even come down because she's also upset with Bianca.
Exactly, yeah.
That could happen. And you could look at other factors too with Rhea. You got Liv Morgan still.
And
even though they're tag team champions right now, Liv Morgan and Raquel, they got a bone to pick with Rhea.
Yeah, they do.
This is never ending.
Yeah. That's what I said. It's never so ending. Many stories.
And then obviously Dakota Kai and
Leo.
No, yeah, she can come and help. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So,
or you also got Bailey,
right? Yeah. Woo.
Dang. So everybody has enemies.
It's a lot of twists and turns, and that's what I like about with the.
But that's what makes it interesting because you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Because you want to take that predictability out. Yeah. That's what makes it fun. It's almost like a mystery, and you trying to solve it.
Right.
And it's almost like who.
And like you said, that Nia can come and interfere with Charlotte in the matches because. Didn't Tiffany and Trish Stratton beat them? Mm-hmm. So they can come down. With Candice LeRae, she can come down and be like, hey.
But you also got to look at, too. It may not necessarily be them, but it could still be interference from other people.
Yeah.
Because if you think about other matches that happen, it could be somebody, like you say, they want to take it. Mm-hmm. They want their name to be shown, their name to be known. Yeah. It could be anybody. It could be even from the new people. It could be a Roxanne Perez. I want to be the next champ. She could show up.
And then not only top of that, Charlotte do got some enemies.
She's made enemies with a lot of people since she came back. She has made enemies with a lot of people. So that could be a possibility.
Because now wouldn't it just be the grandest thing? Let's say Charlotte win. And then all of a sudden, you hear the man's music drop.
Oh my god!
Whoa, would that place erupt? Because then that's like, okay.
Now that wouldn't be surprising.
Why
No.
not? Why not?
I said it wouldn't be surprising.
But they fought each other already, though, right?
Millions of times.
Right, yeah. So, like, man, that'd be... I don't know, man. It's just... We gonna see. You know what I'm saying? WrestleMania is coming up, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, it is.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna see how that's gonna go, and because we got a lot of more matches still being out there, coming out on the docket and everything else.
I know off topic, I just got one question.
Yeah.
What's going on with Drew McIntyre? Can somebody tell me?
That's coming up. You got a question about?
Nah, but we ain't got nothing. But we can talk about Drew.
We got to. We
can
got
talk
to.
Because
about
I
Drew.
can't. I was like, we can't stop this when I talk about Drew McIntyre.
We can talk about Drew. Go ahead. We can bring that up.
Because Drew,
What is going on with Drew? 'Cause Drew been a little crybaby.
I like Drew. I liked him when he first came in, all the way up until this point, but he done slipped off just a little bit. Okay, I get things have not been going his way. I get it. And anybody has a right to be upset with that.
Right.
I get all of that. But you need to take some initiative. You need to do something. I'm looking at last year. You let CM Punk, you were won the championship.
For 10 seconds.
You let Damian Priest cash in the title.
Yeah.
And 10 seconds, you were the champ. You went over there, you kissed your wife and everything. Yeah, I'm the champ. And all of a sudden, CM Punk did one little move, 1, 2, 3, bam. Now you lost the title.
Yeah. And then ever since then, you've been a little whiny crybaby, just complaining
And now you're going after Damian Priest.
ooh.
He's
What's
been-
going on there?
He's been attacking for that reason.
Yeah, he blames him.
He blames him for
But
everything.
He is a conduit of every segment dealing with his title reign. He always there to pick up the slack, and it's true. Call it an element of surprise. Call it right place, right time. I don't know, but he is always there. So I feel like at this point, Sami Zayn had a conspiracy video that was supposed to come out that never released. Drew should have one because it is a conspiracy against him. Now, I'm going to say something extremely controversial right now. Drew and Trump are just alike. They both had reigns during the C time.
Mm-hmm.
They really didn't get their due diligence because of what C did.
Right.
So he didn't have a chance to exhibit his full presidency. Neither did he have a chance to exhibit his full championship run because of C. So
Yeah, he's trying to get back to that.
yeah, I do. So I don't see him as a crybaby. I see him as someone who wants to rehash something that he had and that he needs another run. But if he get it, he won't have the respect that follows it because everybody see him as a crybaby, and then the WWE universe is against him now.
Yeah.
So I don't think he'll get the same credit that he once had. And then look at this. As soon as he won it during C time, look who faced him. Big Show.
Yeah.
Immediately after the following, he was like homeboy from 5 Heartbeats. I gotta fight every night to prove my love.
Wait, did he fight the Big Show?
Immediately after the following, once he won the championship during C time,
Do with COVID? Yeah.
yeah, he fought Big Show. Big Show came out immediately, didn't get a boy a chance to breathe, and he whooped him. He beat Big Show. So yeah, I'm like, first of all, where did Big Show come from?
Dang. Oh
Well,
man. Well.
I can kind of agree with that a little bit too, because you really didn't have an audience then. You didn't really have people there at the time that he did kind of keep it afloat at the time too. So I could agree with that. So now I got the crowd here, and I didn't really get a chance to do that. And then the bloodline, when they were the way they were, interfered.
Yeah.
When it was supposed to be my time, did the bloodline interfere with that in my home in Scotland?
Yeah.
Yes.
At home in front of my family.
I feel your pain, bro. I feel you.
So you got all of these things going on, and then like I did it, and then just to have it taken away from you. I could see how that wouldn't be. That'd be more frustrating, more so than being a crybaby. You'd be more frustrated. It's like, why everybody else getting all the breaks and they kind of just push me to the back.
Right.
Like I'm not getting this chance either. I'm like, ever since CM Punk came back, CM Punk here, there. Seth Rollins here, there. Everybody is up here. But you forgot I was the one that kind of held it together during that time.
Right.
During that time where everything kind of was falling off and people were leaving or getting sick or whatever the case, I was still here. I was running the show. And then the moment we got the crowd back up, I lost the title.
Wow. So, Mr. CM Punk and my guy, Seth Rollins. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a lot of favorite wrestlers, but none bigger than this person right here. The OTC, Mr. Roman Reigns. Triple threat match. Put the ones in the air. You gotta recognize.
Acknowledge him.
Please do.
Acknowledge him.
Man. That shit they did there.
You didn't even see the whole thing.
Woo, I seen the end of it, but
but you didn't see.
I didn't see the whole thing.
You didn't see the beginning.
My man, my man Seth, he know he be coming out in some outfits, boy.
Oh my boy,
man, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, he should be with them.
Matter of fact, I was wrapping your foot up when he. And that's when I went and I heard it. I was just.
He was just standing there with him as they sing my song. Whoa.
You know what I'm saying? So, how do y'all think that match is going to end up turning out right there?
Please go. This is so interesting.
This is another one that is too much going on. Okay? Now you got Roman kind of looking at Paul Heyman a little funny.
Come on.
Yeah.
Because for one, CM Punk, Paul, you owe me a favor.
Yeah.
Now, thank you for bringing Roman to my presence. Roman turned around looking at him like, you did what? My wise man setting me up?
Yeah.
That's you know, everybody pounded on each other. Oof. It's too much going on here.
Yeah, because they in some way, somehow, they've all interfered in something because I know for Roman and Seth, it goes back to the Shield. Mm-hmm. For CM Punk and...
Actually, that's back in the Shield, too.
That's back in the Shield, too. But, you know, we thought it was dead, but then when Seth Rollins did what he did to Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble,
yep.
Man, I was like, okay. And then Roman pulled him out of the cage. He won the match, but then Roman went off on him. I'm like, And then here comes CM Punk. I'm like, okay, yeah.
This is stemming back to 2011, 12, 13. We got to go back at least a good 12 years on this one because it's going back that far. That's how personal this is. This goes way back because CM Punk, believe it or not, was the architect of the Shield.
Correct.
He put them together, but he didn't want Roman. He wanted Drew McIntyre.
Right.
They like, nah, we're going to get this Samoan kid, looks good. We prefer him. Put them in there, made them who it was. That's why Seth is mad at him. Because he's like, you my big brother, you supposed to do, you left, you didn't call me, you left me hanging, and you infested this whole place. There's everybody saying your name, even when you wasn't here, everybody was saying your name. Then you got Roman, who for many years ran the bloodline. Been the champ for what, 3 years straight?
He broke that record, didn't he?
He broke a lot of records. It's been a long time since somebody held the championship that long straight like that. Mm-hmm. So that means he defeated everybody 2-3 times at this point. Mm-hmm. So you have that. So that's always going to be a grudge match between Seth and Roman. That's not going to die. But CM Punk in the mix, that's not going to die either. Because now Paul Heyman is also in the mix of that because CM Punk was one of Paul Heyman's guys.
Right.
He was like one of the first.
Yes.
Before Brock, before Roman, there was CM Punk. And they have a history. So now it's just like so many factors, so many feelings, so many years, so much history. And nobody ain't forgiving nobody. Everybody's still mad. They're not letting it go. And the only way for it to let go is if somebody does go. That's the only way this is going to get resolved. Because it seemed like I never forget that day that I'm watching Survivor Series. And when that CM Punk music hit, he made that comeback. And I'm looking at Seth about ready to say he out of character. What is he doing here? I'm about to go jack him up right now. You know, I'm looking like, dang. Right. You just fought a crazy match. You barely standing. Now you want to go and
that's true.
Now you want to go and fight somebody. And like I said, it is just too many people, too many factors, too much history going on here. It's really hard to say how this is going to end and how it's going to go.
That's the number one thing you said. I definitely agree with. For someone to look at one match and see so much history, that is, you have to literally unpack from years back, date back years, just in one match. That is, I think that's mind blowing that you can set up a match that's so historical. Like they all have elements of things that they've done individually as well as collectively together. And Paul Heyman is the glue, the mortar to everything. So I'm just a spectator. I just want to watch this one play out.
Yeah, this is gonna be one of those matches because everybody want to know what is that favor. What is that favor you owe? He owe him, Paul. What is it? Don't nobody know,
but it's gonna come out. Eventually, it's gonna come out.
I think the worst thing that could happen is if Brock came and became a part of this. Him being a Paul Heyman guy too. We see all these. What do they all have in common?
Paul Heyman.
Yeah,
he's a constituent in this. Right. So he's the one thing that everybody has in common with him.
Yeah, man, that's gonna be interesting. Those one of those matches that you gotta have either on night one or night two, and you can't have it nowhere in the middle. You either gotta have that bad boy the second match to the last match before that championship match. Yeah. You gotta have it just because it builds everything up, man. Because it's just them three got history, man. You know. Seth don't like CM Punk. CM Punk don't like him. Roman don't like Seth, and Roman, because you turned your back on me when we was Shield. You wanted to be, this and that. But then when you became Bloodline, you know what I'm saying, you kicked me to the curb and you was jumping me and everything else. CM Punk, you come back like it's like so much stuff. Like, oh man, this is wild. It's everywhere. So we just don't know how that match is gonna turn out.
Yeah, we gotta spectate this one.
And I have reason to believe there's gonna be more people coming in.
You think so?
Yes.
You think so?
Yes.
Oh man, we gonna see how it's gonna go, how it's gonna turn out. But I don't know. I'm just looking to see a good match.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's gonna be a good match. But the coup de grace, ladies and gentlemen, and I know Mr. Cleo, he ain't gonna like it. Mr. John Cena.
John Cena sucks.
John Cena sucks.
Turns heel. And I told my wife, and that was crazy. I said, watch. I was like, John Cena finna do something stupid. I was like, he gonna stab Cody in the back. And no sooner than I said it, boom. The Rock looked at him. I was like, oh, so you heel now? Oh, this is how you gonna get the dang on title? Because for one, you snuck your damn way into the damn elimination match. You shouldn't have been in there. You didn't earn it because I'm having a fair world tour. You know, and man, get out of here with all that. I don't know. I don't know if I see Cody losing, but if Cody lose, man, it is gonna be
That's going to be interesting because, for one, I'm thinking, wow, what a way to go out if this is supposed to be your farewell tour.
Yeah.
What a way to go
What a
out.
way.
You know, and for me, in a way, just, not looking at, the character rich, so to speak, I think this will probably be a good move because, no offense, I've been hearing my time is now. I've been kept saying for many years, your time is done. Your time is gone. I've been seeing you. Your time is gone.
Come on.
Dude, come
Yeah.
on. You made that album 20 years ago. 11 tracks on that bad boy. And you picked that one song. You could have did all the rest of the songs. Everybody done changed their music like 2, 3, 4, 5 times. You still on that. Like, stop.
Oh, my goodness.
Stop.
And
Enough.
it's catchy because that's when you go, John Cena,
That ain't.
you can dance with it too, like, hey, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, now, just like when they did the Kurt Angle, you suck.
You suck.
Yeah.
What you think about Mr. John Cena?
Homeboy went from hustle, loyalty, respect to homie lost reality. He completely lost reality. Like,
Oh, wow.
I will call my uncle right now. I'd be like, Uncle, who was John Cena to me? He'd be like, yo, daddy. And everybody know John Cena was my daddy. I love what he stood for. When he really stood for hustle, loyalty, respect, he was there. You could count on him to be there. You can count on him to show up. You can count on him to be there, show up, and show out. That's what he was going to do. I got that belt because of him. And of course, I had to ship it up to my type of standards. But I love me some John Cena. You couldn't tell me that he's the reason why I watched it every time it came on. When that happened, my face was like the black dude when Undertaker lost. That's how my face was, bro. I could not believe it. Like, bro, I cried. I didn't cry. I didn't cry in the car. I cried in front of everybody.
Man, they probably was looking at you like, man, you crying? You crying for
A
real?
grown man cried. Yup.
I know you ain't crying.
Let LA Knight tell it is not ashamed to cry. But the way Drew McIntyre was crying, it was a... So, no.
They probably said, let me talk to you.
Let me talk to you. I cannot get past that. I typed on Facebook plenty of days. I still felt, even now, I still feel the heartache and pain. I'm not doing well if anybody asking. I'm not okay. You can call somebody is the 611 number, the non-emergency number. I'm not okay based on what John Cena did. I'm not doing well. I took it out on my kids.
Oh man. Hey, he's gonna need some help, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna need to send him in therapy and get him some therapy sessions and to make sure that he's okay, his mental is all right.
What I really feel bad for is all those Make-A-Wish Foundation
Oh,
kids.
you see the one girl, the little girl with a middle finger?
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Yeah.
I did see that. But like I say, think about all those Make-A-Wish foundations he'd made. I bet your kids probably was like,
What?
you remember when LeBron left Cleveland the first time? Mm-hmm. I bet you everybody was burning all their John Cena stuff. Like, you know what?
Oh. Y'all got to see my post on Facebook.
Uh-oh.
I put that and a picture of both my John Cena shirts I just ordered for sale.
Dang.
That belt, I spent $3,500 getting that thing custom to my liking. I'm selling it for $1,000.
He said, I'm selling this bad boy. It got to go.
I'm giving away the shirts for free.
It got to go.
They got to go, bro. He cannot. Yeah. That's the only JC that can't be in my house. Jesus Christ can, but John Cena can't. That's the only JC that can't be in my house.
Dang.
I guess. Well, I've never really been a fan of his. So
what? Oh, like even from Word Life?
Nah, she's never really.
Word Life.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna go back to ruthless aggression.
Oh, okay.
Nah, when he came out with that ruthless aggression before he was doing Word Life, no, it was just something about him that just wasn't right even back then. And then I just felt this overrated. Okay, you had on the throwback with the shorts and everything, and you're flowing, and you had the raps. Okay, and then you doing the 5 knuckle shuffle. You can't see me. Okay, what else? I don't want to see you at this point. You know, what else do you have? And then the movies you did. Don't get me started on the movies.
Oh yeah, she be roasting him, man, and she especially be roasting him about that little baldy he got in the back.
Oh my goodness.
Now,
She's
no,
like,
no, it's gone now. Since he joined The Rock, the ball gone.
So The Rock gave him some.
Whoa. So he filled that patch in.
He filled it in.
Oh damn! What the hell? He went and got some Rogaine, some hair plug for me.
I don't know what he did for him. But this is all nice and clear now.
Well, you know, Mr. Manning is on all of the infomercials with the Rogaine stuff, so he probably gave him the hookup.
Yeah.
All that money he got, he could have been hooked at.
Yes.
Hey, he said it's only one JC that could be in there, and that's Jesus Christ. The other JC got to go. He's like, I cried right there. Oh, wait, so here's what I want to know. When that happened, because you had a watch party,
I
right?
did. Yep.
How many people was there?
It was 12 people at my house.
Ooh.
What was the look they gave you?
I don't want to think we want to bring that back up from the
Yeah.
looks of his face. I
don't.
think
It was hurtful.
If the look on my face right now isn't similar to constipation, then you should definitely let it go because I'm feeling it right now.
Oh man,
I'm not okay.
dang,
so.
bro.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Hey, wow.
I'm not all right.
Hey, you heard it first, huh?
Especially that part that made me mad, talking about we didn't do nothing for him. Excuse me.
Oh,
We help with the house that you
yeah.
living in. We help with those cars that you driving. We done bought all your stuff, all this merchandise. What you mean we didn't do nothing?
yeah.
We came to shows where you was showing up at. We watched your old crappy movies.
Man,
While he was out, still had the #1 most selling merch. Then became second to Roman. Come on. Who didn't do nothing?
Right.
You got #1 selling merch and you not even present.
That's
he was in 2 of the Fast and the Furious movies.
and he was in Suicide Squad. Oh
Yeah,
God, that was the
that's
worst one.
Peacemaker.
Peacemaker, yeah.
Yeah, like
And then he did the Marine.
Oh, and he had
The
his
first
own,
one?
and he had his own little spinoff of that, the Peacemaker show on HBO Max at one point in time.
Oh.
Yeah, he did. You gotta
And
check it
then I
out.
bet you nobody buying them hefty garbage bags no more. Because he
Hefty,
was
hefty.
doing he buying them more hefty bags.
Wow. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. He said, hey, only one JC in the crib. Remember that, you know what I'm saying? And you take that JC over anybody, any gay. But gosh, man, hey, it was a shocker. I seen it coming.
That wasn't no shocker to me. I'm sorry.
Wait, y'all. This was new to me. I did not see this happening
I seen it
did.
coming.
because he's been doing this for X amount of years.
That's the
seen
point.
It coming, man.
That's the point. If you done something for so long, even to the point when he was doing it, there was a few people that was saying he sucked back then. There were a few. It was kind of then it got divided a little bit. This half and that half, especially when The Rock was talking about his Fruity Pebble shirts.
Yeah.
We even talking about. We can go back to that. I
Yeah.
mean, it's been back and forth, but that is the one thing that he never did was be a heel. He was never a heel. So what a way to do
end it.
to go out than
Yeah.
to give everybody, I guess, the middle finger.
The way you looked at John Cena, I didn't cry about it, but my reaction was shocking, and the look on my face is kind of the way I felt about New Day. I was like, I was hurt. I ain't gonna lie, I was hurt.
Oh,
Now we back on the New Day. Let me tell you something. Now at the beginning,
corny.
I could side with New Day on this one when they were saying about Big E.
Come on,
No, look, seriously. I get Big E got injured. I get all that. But, bro, you could have been at ringside. You could have cheered us on. Even when they did the 10-year anniversary, he came out separately in his own music. You could have been cheering. You could have brought some bootios. You could have been throwing you could have did the pancakes, the unicorn, the whole thing. You could have been dancing in the background like you normally be doing, you know, because you still could move. You just couldn't wrestle. and you never called, you never checked, you just kind of moved on with your life. You never checked in on us, you never asked us how we doing, you never. So I got that.
Wow.
So I said, yeah, and that's to anybody. If you supposed to be my friend, you know, regardless of what you're going through, we've been checking on you. Why you ain't checking on us?
The support. I get you.
Okay, so that part I get. Now, this stuff they doing right now, nah, I'm not feeling that. Like when you attacking Rey Mysterio and doing that, I'm not feeling that. No, now y'all taking that a little too far.
Yeah, well, hey, we gonna see how everything plays out.
They got their new music, they got new look, they got everything.
Yeah,
them unicorns is gone.
WrestleMania is soonly around the corner. When is WrestleMania?
April 19th and 20th.
Mm-hmm.
2 days.
Okay. So before we wrap up here, Cleo's going to tell us a little bit about your belts here real quick while you got a chance to, brother.
Man, this is a $15,000 collection right now. Every time I buy a belt, I buy in stock, and I always ship it out to some big names on Facebook, and they'll give me some real leather and not that pleather, and they'll put some nice stones in it. So those are almost real diamonds. They have what's called cubic zirconias, which is what the deluxe belt is made of. Cubic zirconias. Cubic zirconias grade from 1A to 7A. After 7A cubic zirconias, then there's real diamonds. All of those are 7As.
Okay.
There's a guy named Richard Simpson. There's a guy named Tim Vick. And these guys they restone all of my belts. My guy Ali and my guy Ace, they re-leather all of my belts. You got my spinner. My spinner was redone 3 times. That's why it's a total of $3,500. My spinner and my blue universal, both of those actually glow in the dark.
Okay.
If you look closely at the spinner, the leather changes colors from blue to purple.
Okay.
Everything I do has to have my touch on it. It has to show creativity, individuality, and it shows my personality. So, I am working on this one more belt, and this next belt I'm working on I'm gonna retire with this one, and it's gonna be next level. It's gonna be the new undisputed belt, but how I'm gonna do that is next level crazy. So, this is the old, of course, Black Championship, but the Bloodline leather work edition, the Ric Flair belt. I had to get that one. I'm contemplating selling that one. I take all my belts to every show with me. There's a couple of pictures floating around with me. I actually have fans when I go, and I got a couple of guys. They're part of a belt crew too. These guys, they got like 15 belts, all their belts signed and stuff, but the things that separate their belts from mine is the quality of mine. And every time I go, I have all 5 of them on at the same time. People want to take pictures with me. They ask to take pictures with just my belt. And I have a lot of fans. I went to the Rumble, and the one kid was like, "Hey, you live in Illinois?" I said, "I live in Gary." He was like, "But you was at the Illinois event." I said, "Yeah." He was like, "I remember you." I said, "Oh man, that is so cool." I said, "Here, take a picture with my belt." I was at a nursing home going to visit my aunt, and I had one of my belts with me, and I went and took it in there with me, and I came out. When I came out, I was a little kid. He was like, "You're Roman Reigns?" I said, "Yes, I am." I said, "You gonna acknowledge me?" He put his one up. I said, this is right in front of his mom. I said, "Who's your tribal chief?" He said, "You are." I said, "Your dad?" He said, "No, you are." I said, "That's right." So I let him take a picture with it. He just went, and he was like, so his mom was like, what's his chances of actually taking a picture like this again? I said, "Probably slim to none." She was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Thank you for this." And though I'm not a real champion, it still feels good to be able to provide the experience to the younger ones, or even the older ones, because I'll go to places and I have my belts with me in my car, and they be like, "Man, that's the real belt." I said, "Yeah." They was like, "Man, can I see it?" Like, "Yeah." And "Can you take a picture with me?" "Yeah, that's cool." And they love it, and I love to create the experience just being a fan. So that red and gray one, that used to be the old red universal. Well, I put my spin on it. They got red velvet on the inside of the strap, And the gray with it was a picture of somebody's car interior that I seen. They had the red and gray mixture. I took a picture of it, sent it to my guy Alvin, who lives in the Philippines, and he said, "Cleo, I could do this." I said, "Okay, cool." He came out with that. So all of my stuff is custom. I don't get anything normal. And when I do get it, it's getting shipped out. So be on the lookout for my Undisputed belt. That thing is going to amaze the belt community to the next level.
What can people find you, man?
I'm on Facebook. That's it. That's all. Cleo Hoskins. You'll see a picture of me and my daughters. They my everything, but compared to my WWE belts, they're nothing. They're gonna hurt me when they hear that. So you just find me on Facebook, Cleo Hoskins. I do got a lot of my stuff on there, a lot of my belts. I'm gonna take a picture of them glowing in the dark, upload a video just so people can see it. So yeah.
Okay, that's what's up, man. You know, I like it. I like the how you saying that each belt is something that you got your own spin on it.
Yeah.
And it's something good. That's pretty cool, man, because a lot of people don't put their own spin on the belt. They just get the actual replica of the belt and then they leave it at that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like my wife know, like I want the Indianapolis Colts wrestling belt that they got. I think they got a Chicago Bulls when I was like, but damn, them was like $500 a pop. I was like, I ain't worried about spending it when I can come up with the money, but I just wanted so I could add it to my collection of sports and stuff like that. So that's good, you know. But that's what I'm talking about, babe. You like the belts?
The John Cena belt is for sale. So the least I'll take is $900. The least, because that thing is unique. There's no belt out there like that where the leather changes colors and it glows in the dark. So yeah.
Okay.
I don't want nothing to do with John Cena.
You taking me back to the days with the Ultimate Warrior, because remember he used to change his up.
Yep.
Every time the color was always different. He had a white, then a purple, then he never kept it black. It was always different colors.
Yep, and they banned that in WWE. You mess with the title, you can get a fine. John Cena was the last one to do it. So
that's what's up. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, this will be officially the second episode of the WWE podcast. And I'm going to say that one more time, as my boys, the New Day would say, WWE podcast. Remember to make sure you get out there and like, subscribe to the video. Make sure you put the recommendations up. Thumbs up, ladies and gentlemen. Follow us on Spotify, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. I believe we're on Apple Music. So, follow us wherever you can. Send us out to family and friends. Share the video. We're going to continue doing the podcast. Had Cleo on here as a regular guest come on here and talk about his belts and send them out here. And this was a very good episode out here. Remember, I am your host, Coach Corey. Coach is going to always coach no matter what. And for that, we will see you later. Peace out.